June 26, 2003, the day the NBA welcomed one of, or if not the greatest showman the league has ever seen. That young kid from Akron, Ohio entered the NBA like a veteran built in the skin of a rookie. 21 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds in 79 games as a rookie saw the #1 draft pick single-handedly turn Cleveland's fortunes around, helping them to a 9th place conference finish and adding the Rookie of the Year award to his many awards to come. 2 decades later, the rookie phenom shattered all expectations and has crowned himself arguably the greatest basketball player ever. Back in 2003, he was just another scrawny teenage kid out of Akron, but today, we know him as King James. This was more than expected for a player destined to dominate way before stepping on the NBA court. 4 championship rings and 4 NBA Finals MVP awards in 3 different cities saw the King dominate every facet of the game. His longevity and consistency made him the only person to reach 40,000 career points with over 10,000 career assists and rebounds. 21 years into the league, and his infamous reign over the NBA court still basks on, but the true question is for how long? How much longer till the springs in his legs need a final rest? And who will be the rightful heir to the NBA throne? At the moment, many names come to mind. One is a Slovenian basketball wizard pulling off impossible numbers at a young age. The other is a Greek giant, monstrously ripping arms and teams apart with his insane athleticism. Celtics' Jason Tatum is another one making a name for himself and is primed to take the mantle from Bron. A true master of the dark arts of the triple-double, wielding his team wins, and a championship clearly puts Nikola Jokić above everyone else. But does Jokić care about being the face of the NBA? He probably cares more about his horses instead. To see another young talent live such an unbelievable career would be a cheat code. If LeBron James can do that at 6'9", what are the odds that a 7'4" big man with point guard handles can't even do better? Well, it is just halfway into his rookie season and we have our answers already. Also picked #1 in the 2023 NBA Draft, Victor Wembanyama's introduction has sent shockwaves through the league. Seeing someone as lengthy and talented doing what he is doing at such a young age is truly exceptional. We have got a glimpse of his highlights in the French Professional Basketball League, but finally witnessing him center stage under the bright NBA lights is truly scary. Unfortunately for Victor, he got drafted into a San Antonio side, barely getting by with an inexperienced roster. With the legendary Greg Popovich on the sidelines and Wembanyama on this court, the once bleak Spurs future has regained its course. 58 games into his first NBA season, Wembanyama is averaging 20 points, 10 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and 47% shooting per game. But his impact on his game is on the defensive end, averaging 1.3 steals and leading the league with an insane 3.4 blocks per game. Wemby's mobility helps him switch onto every position, emphatically rejecting easy layups and efficiently altering shots with his 8-foot wingspan. His presence at the cup is so gravy that players don't even attempt to shoot whenever Wembanyama is in near sight. In an era where the bigs are evolving their games past paint domination, Wembanyama brings something different to Joel Embiid, Anthony Davis, and Nikola Jokić. His lean 210-pound of pure muscle grants him enough mobility on the court to pull off an array of skills and maneuvers to blow past the defense into a dunk or a step back into a rainbow three. Early into the season, we saw Wembanyama show a glimpse of that dog in him at home to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Here, we have Wembanyama in isolation against the 7-foot-tall Thunder center, Chet Holmgren. After receiving the ball in top of the key, Victor, without hesitation, drove to his left and was headed to the paint. Despite meeting Chet on his way to the rim, he uses his strength and momentum to his advantage, powering through to send Chet back to Gonzaga before slamming it home in his face. And on this next possession on his favorite spot in the low post, we see Wemby's post-move skills in his true element. After squaring up against Chet, a fake to his right loses Chet and leads to a step-back jumper over the outstretched arms of Holmgren. Even though Chet won this matchup, Wembanyama was bitten once, but he wouldn't let it happen twice. And a month later, the NBA world witnessed Wemby's revenge party in grand fashion. Wemby erupted for 28 points, 13 boards, and 7 assists that game, pulling off clutch plays on both sides of the court. With 3 minutes left to play in the fourth, the Spurs had a 6-point lead when Wembanyama went lights out from behind the arc. starting with a stare-down 3 on Chet to give the Spurs a 9-point lead. That shot was so tough that he had to do it once more. This time, after coming off a screening action with Vassell, Wembanyama was left wide open on the wing. The result is another clutch 3 to put the final nail in the Thunder's coffin with his 5th 3 of the night. This was not a regular game for Wemby, it was personal. All game long, Wemby had the Thunder offenses on lockdown, recording 5 blocks in the night, especially this pivotal block on Chet Holmgren in the 4th quarter. With the game on the line, the Thunder ran an off-screen action to get the Chet one-on-one with Wemby on the key. But no matter what move Chet pulled, Wemby had the perfect counter, sliding left or right before rising to block Holmgren's mid-range jumper. That moment, right there, solidifies what Wembanyama is truly capable of and what the future might bring. As LeBron puts it, he is special. He's going to get better and better each and every game and year that he steps on the floor. But doing all these night in and night out while averaging under 30 minutes per game shows how efficient he is when he steps on the court. Compared to other rookies, Wemby has scored the most points, has a better point per game average of 20 points, and also leads the league in stocks with 3.4 blocks and 1.3 steals per game. A feat that no one in the NBA has achieved in the past 15 seasons. All this in just one season? Wow! A veteran NBA seasoned Wembanyama will just keep getting better, and the possibilities of what he can do in the league are truly endless. Shooting-wise, 46% from the field this season has been decent, but he needs more work on his 3-point shot. Wemby has seen many of his 3-point shots clang off the rim this season, and his 33% 3-point shooting percentage needs to improve. Even his idol, KD, has raved about how special Wemby is. He's going to be a force in this league for a long time. Once he continues to get experience under his belt, he's going to get even better. Another thing that makes the 20-year-old different is how much he cares about winning. And after his first NBA regular season victory against the Rockets, he said, "I really love winning. It is what I love most in my life, so that win feels great." With how gloomy things look in San Antonio, it is hard to imagine how long Wemby will remain patient for the Spurs franchise to provide him with a winning team. Atlanta Hawks point guard Trae Young is going around the media as one key target the Spurs are looking to the roster. However, with a team filled with youth and very few established players, there aren't too many good pieces to bring in someone valuable to San Antonio. While we wait for the Spurs' next move on the chessboard, Wembanyama's success depends on whether he can stay healthy. For many talented players in the league, health has played a significant role in differentiating good players from great ones. Despite missing a few games due to ankle and hip soreness this season, I still can't wait to see 100% Victor Wembanyama in action. With all Wemby has shown in just his first NBA season, it is just a matter of time before he makes his way into the conversation of the season's MVP award. And maybe win a championship? Well, it is too early to judge, but one thing is for sure, this 20-year-old French kid is here to stay and take on the face of the NBA for years to come.